Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the 51st segment of Be Inspired with Buzopat, life-changing reality talk. Yes, Honorable Ambassador Buzopat Osigwe is your host, and I am here on this our platform where we embrace our truth that leads to our freedom. Today, our topic is on how do I break free from entitlement spirit? Yes, how do I do that? This is something everybody should have on their lips. This is something everybody should be talking about, because the way that society is going, the way things are going on, we can't do without trying to analyze this. We can't do without talking about this. We can't do without it. So what do we do? Because a lot of people are asking, what is entitlement? Entitlement is a belief that one is inherently deserving of privileges or special treatment, even without having anything to do with it. This belief in our head is the cause of all the problems that are going on in our life, but what do we do, because everybody needs to understand that entitlement spirit is demonic. It is not okay. The problem we have with the world is that everybody thinks they are perfect. Everybody, whatever we do, we don't accept blames. We don't even want to be blamed. We like pushing it out, because it makes us comfortable, it makes us happy, it makes us equal, not to have anxiety when we push blames to other people, and then we stay okay, But the fact remains that no matter what we do, we need to know how to break out from these things. And how do we break out? First, we have to accept the fact that we have this entitlement mentality problem. Yes, accepting that fact is a problem, because problem identified is problem half solved. Initially, people used to say problem shared, but you need to be very careful, because if you share, you may end up being a talk of the whole world. But then if you identify your problem, then it's already, that yes, you can look for the solution that it will give you, freedom from it. Okay, then when you identify the next thing again, you need to be intentional about it. You need to be intentional about overcoming it, because when you know that you have a problem, then it's left for you to now find out, what do I do in order to come out from this problem that I have? And being intentional about overcoming it is one of the things that you need to do. Is the best way to achieve it, the best way to come out of it. Whatever it is else is immaterial, consequential. Okay, when you are intentional about overcoming, you will eventually overcome. And you need to understand that nobody owes you anything. Nobody owes you anything. If you like, have 15 siblings, have 100 uncles and all that, you need to understand that nobody, and the only way for you to understand and survive, but believing that nobody owes you anything, is for you to see yourself as an orphan. See yourself as somebody who is just there on his or her own. This will fire you up, and it will make you achieve a whole lot of things without even, knowing that there are people who are rich beside you and around you. Okay, this is something we need to actually know, and we need to develop the habit of helping other people. When you are selfless, when you develop the habit of helping others without wanting something in return, you're already on your way out of killing the self-entitlement. Because what is in there for me is one of the reasons why we can't even have people do good to anybody anymore. What is in there for me? But of truth, if you start doing something for your fellow human being without wanting to know what is in there for you, without waiting for reward, you on your way, you will be happy with yourself. You will not be entitled, because you're already not entitled. That's why you can do and walk away with it, and again, we need to understand and then understand the difference between need and want, because need is something that is something that is a necessity, an essential item, something you need to have in order to survive, in order to live. You need water, you need food, you need shelter. Okay, but then a want is something that is so unnecessary but desired in order to enhance our standard of living. So you need a car, you need a huge house, you need designers bag and shoes, you need all this, you need to belong. All these things are unnecessary, but we need it. But that most times the problem we have that send us into depression and problem and anxiety is the want and not the need. Because the primary thing we want, we need, they're there, but then because we set a pace for ourselves, we want to do this, we want to do that, we want to. It is the things we want to that are the reason why we cry, that the reason why people commit suicide, that the reason why a whole lot of bad things are happening, because we want to. But then if we understand the need and the want that pulls apart, you will now be contented with whatever it is that you have, and again, if you don't focus on what you can control, instead of what you can't control. You cannot break out from entitlement spirit, because if you are earning 20,000, you must make sure that you plan your life around the 20,000, irrespective of the promises made to you. Even if 20% has said, I'll give you 200,000, I'll give you 100,000, I'll give you 10,000, you see, you don't need to plan on them, because anytime you make a plan on your life on another person's pocket, is a failure in default. Already you have failed already, but you must make sure that that 20,000, that is the short thing that is under your control, that's what you earn. You will make you plan. So any other thing that comes on you, your way, you will be happy. It becomes a bonus, because that's not the determining factor. The 20,000 is the thing that is in your life, and then you must learn to practice gratefulness. You must learn to be grateful. Gratitude is something you must learn to practice, because if you're not grateful in little, you can never be grateful in much. No matter what happens, you must learn to say thank you. You must learn to be, to appreciate that people who give you umbrella when it's raining in your life. You must learn to be grateful. That spirit of gratitude is something that kills sense of entitlement. Of course, because when you know, oh, I don't deserve this. Oh, look at what you can never be grateful if you think you're entitled. If you're entitled to something, but when I am not looking forward to something and you give me this, and oh, well, you gave me, thank you so much. That's that grateful spirit is what is making you know that yes, you are, and you must place the good of others ahead of you. When you're selfless, you can't be selfish. There are two different things. Now, when you are selfless, you understand, and everything around you will make sense. But when you're selfish, that's when it is me, it is my own, it is my own. That is another, a core and super spirit of entitlement. You need to place others ahead. You need to place others before you. You need to understand that, okay, when others confess, do unto others what you know that if they do to you, it will be okay. When you check it, it will not be, it will be rare for you to hurt people, for you to really do people wrong, because you understand them before, ahead. That is a sure way to go. You think about how your actions affect another person, even people working for you, people living with you, people, your husband, your spouse, and all that. When you actually feel how what you do affect another person, then you won't be so entitled, because people who are entitled, they don't care what happens. It's just themselves that they know. So, but you must understand, that what happens to others really matters a great deal, that is just the thing. And again, you need to actually take care of yourself, take care of yourself, because take care of yourself. If you don't save with 100 naira, you can't save with 1 million. That's the thing. You must learn to manage. That's when you're so sure this is my own. It gives you confidence. It makes you stay in control. It makes you will not be looking for what is not your own and all that, because you are sure this is mine. You'll be happy. You'll be humming. You'll be singing praises, because there are things that you have achieved. So learn to save whatever I can. Don't just say, some people you see them, oh, is it not this that I'm earning? Is it not this? But in that thing that you call this, try and form a spirit of saving from it, because if you don't save from it, even if they give you 10 million, you will still waste it. That is the thing, and nevertheless, we must understand that we are not this kind of people who want to go focus on the less rewarding yesterday. No, we must really look out for the fabulous tomorrow. That is what we're looking for. That is what we want. We are not winners because we are faultless. No, we have our fault, but we're winning because we are determined people. That is what I want you to know.